All right, what is up, you guys? I am coming to you this weekend with a mobility workout. The exercises and stretches were made to increase mobility and flexibility in nearly all major areas that lack focus in the body. We're consistently using these muscles, whether in exercising or everyday life, and it is important to focus on their range of motion and tension. For the timed exercises, you'll be doing 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. And for the dynamic exercises, you'll be doing 3 sets of 10. So for the X and Y wall slides, we want to make sure that our shoulders and our elbows and the backs of our hands are remaining on the wall at all times, as well as the back of our head. Try to relax the face. You can see I'm a little bit tense in the video. It's okay if you are, just try to relax and breathe. And it's also okay if not all of those joints that I just spoke about are touching the wall, but just think whenever you are performing the movement to be really conscious of where your body is in each part. For the shoulder rotation, same thing. We want to make sure our shoulders and elbows remain at the wall and that our elbows remain at the same height as our shoulders during the motion. Don't expect to get the same amount of range of motion as you see in this video. Just go as far as you can, and then you'll start to notice that over time you'll be able to move a lot better in this area. This dynamic lat opener is a really, really good one, opening the chest, opening the lats, and just part of that thoracic area. Just try and breathe whenever you do breathe during this exercise. Take a nice big breath on the way up and exhale on the way down. It's much like you would like a cat cow. Okay, for the next stretch, we are going to do the neck stretch. And if you notice in this video, I'm actually holding on to the chair with the hand that I'm not holding on to my head with. And at the end of each one of those repetitions, or like sets, so to speak, for that 30 to 60 seconds, start to move your head forward and backwards very slow before moving on. Good mornings are one of my favorite warm ups and cool downs, helping to open up the back, the glutes, and the hamstrings as well. Try to keep good posture. One of the things that I like to always tell my clients is when you find yourself losing posture in an exercise, pull your shoulders up to your ears. Pull them back and then pull them down. And that helps engage the lats and continue to keep good posture during an exercise. I chose the seated hamstring stretch rather than the on the floor or standing because with certain conditions, you can't have your head below your heart, or either it might be a little tough to get up and to get down and up off of the floor. And the seated hamstring stretch works just as well. If there's one thing that I would say in this video, unfortunately, that you cannot see, is take your toes to your nose on the leg that is extended and that we are stretching. And of course, we want to stretch the calves as always. It's one of the areas of the body that probably gets the least amount of attention, but that has tension on it constantly because we're walking. We're walking on uneven ground, or maybe we're running, or whatever it is. But we really want to drive the back of the heel into the ground. And if there's one thing that I could critique myself in this video, it would be to take my heel and make sure that it is directly behind my toes. As you can see, I could even improve myself on the range of motion that I have in this area. And again, I chose a chair thoracic rotation rather than a lying thoracic rotation because it's good for basically every kind of client that you have. Um, you know, some people don't want to lay on the floor and then get back up. That's totally fine. So the chair is just a really, really simple way, and you get just as great of a stretch. I promise you, before you do the lying one, do this one. And if you do the lying one and you find yourself not being able to keep your shoulders on the ground during that thoracic opening to the other side, then I would definitely suggest you stick with the chair thoracic rotation rather than the lying one for a little bit. And then for the last exercise, we have wall squats. I love these exercises. They're one of the first ways that I teach somebody how to squat. It keeps the knees from hinging too far forward and also makes sure that we continue to keep posture. But our palms are placed against the wall and our feet are placed not directly touching the wall. I would say maybe an inch or two back from the wall. And we want to take a squat while facing forward. We don't want to put our head to the side or anything. And this is just going to open up the hips, open up the range of motion. I love this exercise. Like I said, it's one of the first ways that I teach people how to squat, how to put weight into the heels and take it off of the toes. So, yeah, that is your mobility workout for this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And let us know how your workout went in the comments below. Visit latpersonaltraining.com and contact Lori Andrews for any more information. And I will see you next Friday.